Welcome back to another video. This will be regarding Fusion 360 and the utility of a space mouse in order to boost the efficiency. So as you can see over here, I have control over the mouse, but at the same time I have the possibility to rotate and navigate around the model. Now let's check the settings over here. So we can go within advanced settings. We have the navigation in order to pan and zoom. So in order to pan, I will just send the space mouse to the left and right, and this will pan the model. Or I can tilt it up and down like this in order to move the object. So this will pan on the z-axis as we can see it over here. We also have rotation over here. We can also check over here dominant, and this will only go within a single axis, but usually it is a good idea to leave it without dominant checked so that you can also do the navigation, a combination of panning, zooming and rotation at the same time. And as we can see that we can easily navigate the scene like this. Okay, so we can also change over here the navigation mode. This will be object mode, fly mode, or target camera mode. We can also change the rotation axis. If I will check over here, use selected item, if I will select something, now we're gonna see that green dot, that will be actually the pivot point for the rotation. And as you can see, this allows me to zoom in and I can see over here the inner profile, and I can easily navigate around it. If I want to zoom out, I can just use the space mouse to do the following action over here. If I will not have select anything and I will start again to rotate, we see that the pivot point will be over here within the center of the screen. But if I will press the mouse on the button on the space mouse, I can also fit it. And now we're going to have that rotation pivot point straight within the middle of the part. So if I'm just going to zoom in, we're going to see how I can zoom on this center profile. If I will select one of these Excel bolt heads over here, I can then start zooming towards that, but I can also fit it, and this will fit it to the screen. And again, I can easily analyze the shape. I can rotate, zoom, and pan around this. Now I consider that using a space mouse will increase the efficiency, even though one hand will be on the normal mouse and the other one will be on the space mouse. That leaves us with limited keyboard functionality. But usually let's say the hand that is usually on the keyboard, in my case the left hand, I will just move that from the space mouse. For example, if I want to hide something, I will move it and I will press V, and we're gonna see that all of those components will now be hidden. And again, I can go back and navigate and rotate around this. I can select a new component, I can hide that as well, and we're gonna see how easily we can navigate the 3D scene. There are also additional settings that can be defined. For example, these are the defaults for Fusion. If I will press the left button, we have over here Hole, Extrude and Revolve, and we can also access properties, which will be over here. We can also go over here and change the speed. So this will be all the axes that we can increase or decrease the speed. We can have them activated or deactivated, and we can also have them reversed, but usually it's not a good idea to have those changed. We see over here the zoom direction. This will be forward, backward, up and down. And if I will go over here, if I will hit close, we can also go within the additional configuration for the buttons over here. So we see the left button in this case and the right button, which will be located over here. This is now set to views. If I will press the right button, we're going to have the top, front, right view and fit. But we can also go ahead and change those over here. As you can see, we have the possibility to go within general hotkeys over here. We see keyboard, macros, mouse, navigation, but we can also go directly within Fusion. And we're going to see that all the features over here will be configurable. So we can set those directly on the mouse, on the space mouse interface over here. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this kind of content. If you haven't experienced using a space mouse, I would recommend to give it a try because this is quite interesting. And my main intention was to make my videos a little bit better, especially within the navigation. So I will not use the normal navigation with the mouse. So I can create this kind of slow rotation, let's say turntable animation for various models. Okay, so let me know in the comment section what's your opinion regarding this. If you consider to give a space mouse a try, or if you tried it and you didn't like it. Because initially for me, I also experienced using a space mouse like 10 years ago, and I didn't like it. But now I can see the functionality of it, especially if you want to create this kind of slow animation, like I'm doing now with the wheel within the viewport. This is something that is impossible to do without a space mouse. Okay, so I will position a similar video over here on the left side, and I will also add a subscribe button to the right. So that's it. Thanks for watching.